Hello, hello, my crafty friends. Believe it or not, it's Monday. Hoping that this finds you all doing really good. Let me sanctify myself and catch up. So anyway, I got this amazing card right here. And I was like, this is so nice and easy. And it looks like I'm actually straight even. That's like awesome. All right. See if I get this up for I love it when I'm actually getting all of the stuff to work out the way it's supposed to work. So say hello when you get here. Yay, looks good. Actually, and I'm seeing comments. And you can get excited about that. So while we wait for some folks to show up, I'm going to just kind of sit here and fussy cut some things out. I'm just going to cut out some of the fruit from this cute paper, because that's what we're going to use to embellish. And there's a lot of little fruit in this, and this is from the celebration papers. And I believe, let me go check this out, but I think I'm right, that you have a chance right now to get this paper on last chance. Well, let me taking a little bit to pull up. Just take a look at this. And they put some, oh my goodness, the specials. All right, so it's not popping up. Hey, Connie, how are you today? Is this your day off if you have to work weekends? Fruit salad. What is up here? So this pack of paper is fruit salad, and we're going to get going on this. We're not quite late or anything like that, but I'd like to give people a little bit of time to get on. First 5 minutes. Good. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Boy, it's kind of delayed. That's the link to the paper I'm using, which is on Last Chance. And this is called Fruit Salad, which is a nice summertime paper. And while we're in the middle of our crazy heat wave here. Nope, you are working right now? You take Wednesdays, got it. Yeah, Wednesday's not a bad day to take. I think having a day off in the middle of the week is kind of nice, just because of appointments, and you don't have to schedule time off from work. Hi Sue, how are you? How's the family? So when does everybody go back to school? Just out of curiosity. So we're gonna watch me cut, you know, fussy cut out all these. Fancy cut, I'm not so sure about, but fussy cut. So I wanted to take a look at everyday arches, because I use everyday arches. And of course, none of these sentiments really work super great with fruit, but Your Fantastic does. And these are designed to work with these arches. And we have a few more arches here. And my friend Amy, August 26th. Oh, that's about the same we start. My friend Amy here sent me this beautiful card, and I thought, oh my gosh, what a cute idea. I have to show you guys how to use your arches. And then you can probably use, well, I know you can use some other stamps. So what does it take to do this? You need to have cardstock that matches. Let's move this out of the way. And you need to cut it the length. I'm sorry, on the short side, you're going to cut it in half. If that makes any sense at all. You're going to grab whatever DSP you want to use to create the fronts. And that cut away here. And there are 3 additional sizes of these arches that we're going to use, and they are all nesting, which I love things that are nesting. Just, you can do so much with it. Do not cut your paper on the long side, okay? Then you get regular cards that would open up normal. These need to be so that you can do what I'm going to show you how to do here. And we're going to cut one of each piece of this that needs to be cut. I'm going to grab my cutting machine. I guess we can do 2 of those. I'm not quite sure why I have 2 up here, but we do. Get rid of these. Hey, Miss Barbara, how are you today? Okay. Now this is the Stampin' Up one. Use whatever one you got. I do think it is Spellbinders. I think I've told you that. Okay. Before I get this into here, I'm going to show you how you put this on here. And you would do this with any die that's like this. It's big enough that you could do. All you do is fold the card base into half, so it's going to open, you know, you can open it this way or you open it like that. But when you cut it, you're going to make sure that that top piece right there is not on the card. And that's how you're going to leave the hinge in there. So put it down on your plates here. And I'm pushing down on the frame, the die, so that I get it right snug up. And I'm going to put my paper in. And I am afraid this might make you guys move crazy. And these dies do cut double. So you have a perfect cut. So that's your largest one. This is that Post-it note tape. And we'll cut this one because I have it here. I'm not sure. So once again, I'm gonna set it up. If you were to look at it from the back side, you can see how you have that open. And everybody following so far. And just put your plate down and it will go through. Now I have this piece. I'm going to show you the next size down goes onto your background and texture paper, aka DSP. One day I will get it all correct. Not sure of the when, but it'll happen. Now on this piece, we don't really need to pay attention to where this is, except for, you know, just put it to one side in case there are things you want to cut out on the other side. If you just kind of, I don't have my plates lined up, but there is some give on this, so I don't have to worry about having my plates lined up. So you can see this die cut machine runs front and back. Isn't that cute? And that's that piece. Now I used to have a metallic thing. And then these, the next one down, so 3 sizes in a row, next one down is going to be your white insides of your cards, because we're using colored cardstock. We want to use white for the inside of the paper. I'm just going to run it back through again. And sometimes when you're doing white, it might be a good idea to wipe your plates off, just to make sure. I have a lot of transfer of whatever. And then just kind of undo it. And now you have 2 pieces. And these, like I said, these dies are really, really good. So you can cut through and have really nice looking pieces. And just so that I don't lose any of them, you can see that these make great, instead of using banners or pennants, you can use these on your scrapbook pages. You can even die cut your picture out, and because they're nesting, be able to have a frame that goes with it. So I think it's very useful, not just for you know, certain things, but for a lot of things. And this doesn't even take a lot of stamping, really, if any, because this card that Amy made has like 0 stamping in it. And here's that card again for those that didn't get to see it. She's cut out the different pieces out of the paper I was working on, and she's cut the strawberries out. But I thought to myself, how fun would it be for those of us who have the paper pumpkin set to use the sentiments, "You're so sweet." And then there's that strawberry. Hi, Bernice, how are you? Yeah, better late than never. Live your life by that. Okay, so we have a bunch of these, maybe. And this packet of paper is called Fruit Salad, and it was from the January, February celebration. So anything that they had left over, they put on for sale. So scoop up some things that you might want. Like they had some sequins that I was like, ooh, I need more of. Okay, here's that stack. And keep these papers close, because you can see you have kiwis on one side and apples and melons. Yeah, I thought this was a great idea. And if you have any kind of nesting die like this, you can make this into a card like this. But the key is you got to have the nesting dies. All right, so see, that's what happened. By just making sure that I had that edge of the die off, I was able to create this card. And of course you have freedom to have it open any way you want. And so I have a bunch of my, by the way, it cut the DSP through 3 sheets. I accidentally got 3 sheets in there and I couldn't figure out why. It was a little bit hard to turn it. And then boom, I'm like, ah, I see. And you can choose the busy side, although I do feel like there is a side, a right side, when you do use these dies. All right. Let's do our yellow one. You're gonna grab your pineapple. See, look how that fits in there. Isn't that perfect? Okay. In my cleaning out, I finally found my supply of, oh, I guess this is Tombow too. I'm telling you guys, I have so much stuff that I have found that I am not even sure how it works. But I don't want to throw it out. I need to use it. So these are new funky shaped Tombows. And then I found some crafter's tape, so I now have some extras in here. And this will work with any cardstock, any DSP. So you can have a great time with this, like right out of the gate. Make some cards. So is this closed? Yep. This has a switch on it. I did not know that. You need to make sure. Oh shoot. So good news on our friend Di. She is out of the ICU part of shock trauma. She's still there. Has a big surgery tomorrow morning, so keep her in your thoughts. I actually brought the pink out to do with this. Ooh, that's pretty. We'll do this. You can do the apples with this, but. And you could see how really quick you could get a bunch of cards done. For those of you guys who do card ministries or donate cards, I think this is a really great way to come up with some cute cards. And with this being on sale, I mean, if you wanted to follow this, you certainly don't have to follow it. Yeah. Oops, I forgot to put in the insides of these guys. Okay, so we've got a few of those done, so let's move on to our next part, which is three cards done. And you can see I still have some more left, and you could, if you don't want to do color tone on tone, you know, actually a red looks better with turquoise, but you could do that on top. Oops, I cut that too big. That on there, or flip it over and use all the cute little berries in that. If I were to do that, I think I would open it this way because of the direction of the berries fruit. Hi, Regina. How did I miss it being sick? Yeah, well, Di had a little situation where she broke her leg. So she's not quite sick. She's broken a leg, and shock trauma put a rod in there, and the ICU got the leg stabilized, and now they have to do surgery so that they can fix the leg itself, because it looks like it's a compound fracture that didn't break through the skin but is pretty roughly broken up, and so they're going to go in and fix it. It's her lower part of her leg, and yeah, it's not very pretty. All right, so you can see that I have more of these left and more that we could do, but create some very fun fruit cards. And like I said, this paper is for sale. Now that we've gotten those out of the way, whoops, I still need to cut out some berries in that. Then, like I said, on the back sides of this, there are different things. Like this paper would look really cute with some melons. And all she did on hers was create a cluster of cut out fruit, which is a fantastic use of this paper. I wish I had a 1 in a melon. That stamp set, 1 in a million, or a 1 in a melon. We had that from Close to My Heart. It's probably on my outgoing, although for fruit I might want to keep it because I don't think there's anything with so I got really brutal. I had like 3 cases of stamps I was going to keep, and then I realized when I was looking at the new holiday mini catalog, it's on sale. It's 6x6 sheets and it's on last chance. So, and this could be very cute with scrapbook pages, especially for those of you guys who use Cricut, to create some very punny titles. Yeah, I don't know, but so anyway, I was looking at the new catalog that's coming out, and I was like, okay, I need to go through my Close to My Heart stamps again, look at everything that we have from Stampin' Up, and if Stampin' Up offers it, I need to sell my Close to My Heart stuff because I'm out of room, honestly. All right, so we've cut out some melons. Oh, I might create a claw, except for everybody would have to have the arches, because one thing I've learned already is that we're not. Now you can see you have some pieces here you kind of have to work with. So you want to make sure that you kind of tuck things up. Okay, I'm going to cover that end up by popping this up with some itty bitties. I was even trying to find them. Yeah, I can't remember. To me, it was a set that was newer. I don't feel like it was, I feel like it came out when we were over here. Oops. Over here being that we had moved to Maryland, or to, oh my goodness. We had moved over to Washington State. Okay. All right, so the digital technology all worked. That was beautiful. Now I need the adhesives to stay where the adhesives should go. Yeah. And then tuck this one under, like that. Take my next melon slice. I know it wasn't a stamp of the month, but I feel like it was some sort of a special thing. And I always like sets of 3, so I'm going to come in here and give myself another one of these little melons. I love that watermelon paper. Let's see if I have another red Or it actually might look really cute. Ooh, uh-oh, my brain just went crazy. I thought I did dark green. And in this case, the dark green is garden green. Cute, right? So short of, you know, I had most of the cardstock prepped, but, you know, here's some no stamp, easy peasy lemon squeezy cards. And now, uh-oh. So we have this another set, because I did this upside down. I thought, oh, I'm going to use your Simply Fantastic, but you really can't unless you do this. You were to do the card this way. These sentiments are designed to work inside the arches, but you have to do the card the right way to make it work. So one in a melon's done. And that's why I thought Life is Sweeter with You would be a really cute stamp set to have in here. And you wouldn't have to, I wouldn't like use the strawberry, but you know, this is trying to repurpose. I've got to come up with a really good way, a better way than what I have to track all of my paper pumpkin. Yeah. Lately, I'm into easy peasy. Okay, see? Life is Sweeter with You. All fruit goes with that. So I have my pineapples. And there are better pineapples than what I cut out, obviously. There's some better pineapple paper. I have to say that fresh pineapple might be my overall be-all end-all when it comes to fresh fruit. There was nothing like going out to the Dole plantation on the Big Island, Hawaii, and having them cut that open. And you know, Dole Whip is amazing, but when they cut open a fresh pineapple, it's like amazing. Makes it hard to have any canned pineapple after that. Okay. So we have one that we can put down here. Yep, we're missing half the pineapple. Doesn't matter. Put that there. I'm gonna lift this little guy up. So I hope that you guys have seen that you could look at your squares and rectangles that are, they'll be smaller cards, guys. So, you know, don't be surprised about that, but you can take them and you can cut these up and make just beautiful, beautiful cards without a lot of work. And you know, you can fussy cut while you watch TV. At least I can. I have a hard time stamping when I'm watching TV because, yeah, ink is too easy to mess up. There was a lemonade one too that close to my heart had about making lemonade out of lemons when you have lemons. That would be also cute with this. Pineapple pun, put a ring around it. I'm gonna have to come up with something to cover, but you guys get the general gist of how you would want to do this and how you would want to come and find. Okay, so now I did something wacky there where I chose the busy paper. So I'm gonna have to think about what I put on the front of this, because I've already got all of the pomegranates. I'm afraid if I cut out the rest of the pomegranates, that might not look right. And I have another pack of paper, because I am giving away 3 sets of some of this paper, being the fruit salad paper. So if you don't have it and you'd like to get it, or you loved it and would like to get it without having to buy it, I have 3 packs here, and I have 3 numbers up where I can see them. I knew I'd have to fussy cut. Kiwi, trying to think of a good pun for kiwi, because it would be fun to make a design space file, a print and cut with these kind of cute little puns on it to add to these cards. Pineapple, you know, to put a ring to it. Pineapple's also known for hospitality, invitations, welcome to the neighborhood, congrats on your new home. Oh, you think the kiwi will work on the... Change of plans. And red and turquoise are good colors to work together. And this is not turquoise. This would be Coastal Cabana. I'm working on it. Dye gives me a bad time. I'm working on it. So keep Dye in our prayers as she undergoes, which may be a very long surgery to put the top of her leg back together. The part that marries up to the knee joint is all messed up. And then she'll have to go to rehab. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah. See, you guys are super useful. I'm bananas about you. This will make a cute little kid's card. All right, guys. Here are my 3 packs of paper. See, they're ready to go out. There's almost 1 sheet of each in there. I think I was short. I did not have enough to do 1 of each one of those. So other than that, yeah, got it all in there. And pray for us to survive our heat wave without any major forest fires. I know somebody said you guys were getting the smoke from Canada. Skipping. And if nobody's interested in Tutti Frutti paper, it's not really Tutti Frutti. Was that the stamp set, Regina? Tutti Frutti? Maybe. Yeah, you know, the very first year we were here in 22, there were a number of fires following record highs, you know, streaks of highs. And then when it cooled down, it's always good because there's a little bit more moisture in the air, but it did not stop the fires because we didn't get a lot of rain. 13, 12, 7, who's got 12 is an insta winner, which Susan, I will throw one of these cards in, so let me know if you want the red card, the green card, or the yellow card. How about that for making my life a little bit easier? So I will add the card to your giveaway pack. Hey guys, we did pretty good. I'm on time. Yay for me. All right. So here's the original card. And she put a variety. She didn't stick with just one kind, so I might add some, like maybe a yellow banana in here. Or maybe even some green kiwis into that would look good too. The green one with the melons. Awesome. All right, so this is the one. And then my friend has these cute little stickers made up. I'm like, I need to do that. All right, have a great day. I'll see you on Thursday. I'm going to try to do something different on Thursday, but I don't want to end up committed to it because, you know, my life is never my own. But I'm really hoping to try something new to make it a little bit more interactive, to give you guys some cuts to do ahead of time and then get together and make it. All right, I will talk to you later. Have a great idea. Or a great day, actually.